July. This is going to get noisy, so expect a few bangs and pops. Too much of a spectacle to turn away from, keeping us mesmerized, glued in and talking with each other almost in hushed tones. This will turn heads. There will be a ripple effect that may be felt by those who are sensitives in nature. This is sounding very oblique, and this also doesn't have full transparency, but you will see there will be much that will shock the system. I'm seeing Trump's face again. The mask that he wears, perhaps this is slipping a little bit. I'm seeing that, oh gosh. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my episode. I'm Michelle Robinson. I'm a psychic medium and a channeler of various high vibrational beings. So welcome back. Nice for you to join me here again. I see I've got some new subscribers since I joined Jeff Mara last week on his interviews. Welcome to my channel. It's great to have you here. So every week I try to cut out my chitty chatter and banter. Sorry about the long intro in the last episode, and just bring through whatever the angelics or whoever would like to share. So I just had a quick conversation this time before I started to see who's stepping forward. And for those of you that did see the Jeff Mara podcast, I did explain that it's been a bit of a process, but I had to step back from my current guide. Apparently, I'm got attachment issues, too attached, and I need to practice non-attachment because I got very upset that I couldn't find him and he wasn't there. I guess because I communicate with him on a daily basis. So I guess at some point he'll step back in. That's my beautiful, he calls himself Peng, P-E-N-G, Peng, but he is he's Confucius energy, and we have green tea, and he's been, I guess, a daily companion. So I actually cried because I couldn't find him. And I have the beautiful Sai Baba who's stepped up instead in his place at the moment. So the moral of the story is, for those of you that are actively working with guides or aware of your guides, stay open to other guides. So they had to go through a bit of a process with me, to a detachment process, so that I would then open up to another guide. Sai Baba, this is Sai Baba Shirdi. So absolute beautiful soul, very humble. I was at a 3-day festival and he had me working very hard while I was in the meditations on channeling. So he was just throwing things at me and I just had to keep working. So he's literally put me through boot camp already. So maybe that's why he's here. Anyway, I can feel him very close to me. I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm feeling a lot of energy in my throat, so I guess there's something that needs to be said. He's saying that he is, God bless you and welcome you to his channeling. He has stepped forth at this time to assist with some necessary development, that which will quieten the mind and bring the vessel, Michelle's soul, into a quieter state of being. Her having the ability to channel and confer with higher vibrations, but not always able to walk the life that she desires. So this will be a shift into something quieter, more meditative, more peaceful, and this is what we are all being called and asked to do. This is bringing in the big guns, the big smoke, so to speak. This is necessary because she has some anxieties and requires some a training where it comes to being able to channel on demand, this becoming more necessary in times going forward, and also the accuracies, making sure that the fine details are not missed, and therefore being able to carry out a continuous stream of activity a continuous stream of verbalizing what she is hearing and relaying that to yourself. This will also become necessary given the interview style and the lives that she will be performing. Some of this is for you all and through her community, where she will be channeling information for myself and other highly exalted guides. I'm seeing Yeshua, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Chemuel, Raziel. Oh, I feel that's all at this stage. Also, some intergalactics from the Council, the Intergalactic Federation Council. This vessel having met and channeled one of these members this recent weekend. This being, sounds like Aria to me, Aria, her being a feline type lineage and Lyrian in origin. She has a part to play in environmental control and environmental and climate monitoring upon the Earth. She had some interesting messages which were relayed during this time regarding solutions that will be found for the sea and other environmental issues, but each individual playing a part where this is your home planet, this is your backyard, your playground, so to speak. So concentrating and manifesting what kind of playground you would like this to be. Is it lush, tropical? Is there clean air, water? Is there an abundance of butterflies, insects, birds? Is there an abundance of food for all? Are our children able to play safely in this environment with low or no toxins? Does this contain radiation in our atmosphere, or is this a clean and sustainable energy? This is what we must all manifest. So concentrating on that which is light and bright and bringing that into our reality, the opportunity to manifest being so much stronger and instantaneous than has been in previous times. This month, I feel into July, so maybe more July, this is going to get noisy. So expect a few bangs and pops, and I'm seeing like fireworks, so things which will distract us and attract our attention, things going whiz and bang and being quite disconcerting, almost the loud noise, the pop, creating a reaction in the body, but the display too magnificent, too much of a spectacle to turn away from, keeping us mesmerized, glued in and talking with each other almost in hushed tones. Is this really the case? Did this really occur? What reality am I living in? So just know that this is coming and this will turn heads. No doubt yours included, although many upon this channel have many awarenesses. There will be a ripple effect that may be felt by those who are sensitives in nature. And so being just relaxing, allowing this to pass through you, not trying to control any of your own body's thoughts, emotions, narrative, allowing it to flow through, not blocking this. It will move through you quickly. It will, and I'm hearing resonate with your body and organs and chakras in a myriad of ways. There it will be alchemized, and so trust this process. Your body knows what to do. Allow it to deal with the vibrations from This could be some kind of transparency that's made available that's a little bit shocking to a lot of people's nervous systems. So stand strong during this time, knowing that your body knows what to do. Do not let it cave in. Do not let it contract, and reaching a little bit higher for that light which lies above, allowing it to play upon your face, sitting in the sun and just breathing, finding some relaxation in relaxing the body, the mind, the furrows on the forehead. Taking a moment to breathe and knowing that your reality has not changed. The sun still shines, the grass still grows, the butterflies are still playing, the children are unaware, and this is how you too must be. Observe, feel, allow it to alchemize in your body, and then move on. This is sounding very oblique, and this also doesn't have full transparency, but you will see there will be much that will shock the system. I'm seeing Trump's face again. The mask that he wears, perhaps this is slipping a little bit. I'm seeing that, oh gosh, I'm seeing that it's like a mask, like almost like a rubber mask, and that part of it is falling down on one side, and underneath is something which is not human, which has reptilian appearing origins. This being starting to become apparent to many who are seers, who are intuitive, who have understandings of energies and are able to detect nefarious forces. This is perhaps also due to a dialing up of a situation, one that was never supposed to be dialed down. That was like I'm seeing veil of secrecy, but almost that the dialing down. What is it about that? So negotiations, appearing to do the right thing to the nation, not wanting to lose support, but I feel this facade, it's melting. So what's creating this melting is people waking up, people recognizing, people turning away from this news, people not being surprised, some already having transparency to certain allegations. So not letting these rock you. This is, again, it's like a drama, watching a puppet show, like Punch and Judy. One's hitting the other one. It's playing out violence for entertainment. But in this case, the entertainment is not laughter and joy. The entertainment is fear and dependence. Taking some time out every day and being able to smell the roses, feeling a sense of peace, making sure that this is carved out as a daily practice, taking some time out for meditation. So I'm seeing someone sitting cross-legged. This doesn't need to be for a long period of time. 10 minutes is all that it takes to create a habit. And once a habit is formed, the connection can grow and strengthen. So I'm seeing someone sitting on the grass doing this, someone who is able to find a moment of peace. I know that I've just come back from a festival and I'm back and I just feel like it's so busy already and it's day one. So finding those moments. So I wondered how I was going to channel. I was thinking, oh gosh, I'm just so tired and busy and got so much to catch up on, literally because I had Friday off. So, and here's Sai Baba saying this is what needs to change: the art of mindfulness, the art of certain laws of attraction, the practice of non-attachment, the body, mind, and spirit alignment, the cleaning out the wardrobe, the decluttering of the thoughts, of being aware of negative thoughts and changing them. So making a shift into positivity. There has been, and I'm hearing Neptune transits, not sure, but I'm also hearing Pisces. I'm not sure what Pisces is up to. Neptune transits, maybe something to do with Aquarius as well. But this is causing a magnifying glass, which is being placed on relationships at this current time, patterns which are embedded, emotional issues which continuously play out in a cyclical manner. These will start to cave in and give way. These will not uphold in coming times. So being aware of your patterns and allowing them to also transmute, because this is also available to us at this time. So recognizing the pattern that's coming from our subconscious into our conscious, maybe where we play certain behavioral traits and it's not serving us. So something that's coming and looping back, and we do it again and again, and it's not moving us into a positive, like kind of letting positive state of relationship. So once we're aware of that, handing that over, sometimes the recognition being enough to move mountains, I'm hearing. The issue being with the subconscious pattern. So this can get very noisy individually in our own lives as we are being shown in a way that we cannot mistake some of these patternings. So this may be seen as, gosh, I'm feeling so much pain. This is so frustrating. I am reaching a point of no return. I can't stand this anymore. And then through this pain, through this turmoil and trouble, recognizing and shifting through a pattern. So this is necessary. This is also part of the shedding. We're going through many layers and layers of healing, shedding. This process is going to start quickening, so things will start speeding up, and it is up to us to keep up with the transits, with the shifts, with the noise going on in the background. Things are going to get very noisy all around. So the ability to stay peaceful, to stay calm and centered during this time being of utmost importance. I'm seeing a volcano, and I'm just seeing it's conical. Perhaps it's even got snow on the top. Could be Fuji or something like this. I'm not sure. Feeling as drawn towards Japan region, and I'm just seeing smoke coming out of the top. So the speed, the increased vibration, also creating a few more shifts upon the earth. So expect a few more rumblings here as well. I'm seeing just a little bit of trouble in the waves, so just a little bit of turmoil in the seas. So some wave patterns which are extraordinary and localized. They're okay, so we're coming back to something I saw during the interview with Jeff Mara. Some almost like what I'm seeing, it is like whirlwinds, tornadoes on the sea, and then like some bubbling from underneath, and like so hydroelectric kind of changes, and it looks small, but I'm hearing can be very destructive. So this again, this is also a phase one. Phase one, and this has the opportunity to expand as well. So these kind of more localized small happenings, climate, I don't know if it's engineering or changes. I'm hearing engineering, and set, like almost as if it's a testing phase or new capability. And so this too will increase. But I feel that there could be like this is, I don't know when, not getting a timeline on this, but for example, like tornadoes where they haven't been seen before, strong wind gust areas through, and I'm just kind of seeing going like across areas of Australia, more outback regions, but a little bit unprecedented. And in some of those regions, there's not a lot there, but could be quite controversial. So I'm seeing tin sheds farms, and I'm being drawn to Gus Lamont. So prepare yourselves for a grisly discovery is what I'm hearing. One that was assisted by a man, and a very sad case indeed is also what I'm hearing. Just to let you know that beautiful Gus is fine. He's actually here on my left right now. He's a lovely boy, beautiful big eyes. And so he is with spirit, and I'm seeing angels. So um, I'm hearing this, some of this could be a little bit hard to digest, this beautiful little boy, but he is with angels. They have him, and I'm hearing him giggling. So just so you know that he is well and is not suffering, and he's with loved ones. So I'm seeing him kind of showing them something, talking to him, and the angels are, and I don't know if this is loved ones in spirit being depicted as angels or actually angelics, but they are conferring with him and holding him, and so the message is that he is fine. There will be other, and I've seen this before as well, but what I'm seeing this time is like burial grounds, and I'm seeing them lifting up. So maybe there will be many other mysteries unearthed, and I have had that before, and I've been waiting. Things will come to light. There are many missing children, people holding on, feeling horrified, reading about this, and this is something that will raise up for all to see. There is or has been underground networks operating in many countries. This is a beautiful word, nefarious activities around child and I feel adult as well, trafficking. And I'm seeing a light shining on this. Now, this is interesting because while I was at this festival, I had lots of beautiful meditations. So I spoke to Yeshua, Sai Baba. They were like channel, channel, channel. Had to keep channeling them. They worked me hard. And then Gabrielle as well. On one of the meditations, I actually faced off. I went into meditation. I went into meditation, and I was immediately faced off with one single reptilian, and it felt malevolent. Didn't feel good, like good energy. And it said to me, "We see you." And I had a choice at that moment to fall into a bit of fear or to expand. And I knew can't hold around my energy. So I just expanded and said, "Yeah, I see you too. And I'm not scared of you. And you have no ability to be here, and my energy, no rights. I relinquish all of your rights. And you have no hold on me or my energy. I am a sovereign being." I'm actually hearing that part channeled. So and therefore I am not afraid. And it didn't back down, it stayed there. And I said, "I am of the light," and I shone even brighter and raised myself up so I could expand myself. And then I turned around and I said, "It's not just me." Uh, Basically, and behind me, and I couldn't believe it, were like an army of white, all the old souls, all the angelics mixed amongst them, all sorts, and also starseeds, and there was an army, and so the reptilian had to turn and walk away. So I then was, I guess, went to a cave where I found myself in. It was like a big cave, and I felt there was ocean lapping near the entrance to this. I don't know where, maybe on an island, but in that cave there was many that were imprisoned and being held by, I feel, the reptilian. And so this is where a lot of our missing people, missing children, or this is where the child trafficking has a operational ring. And so it's this. So I walked there and they were looking at me as I walked past, but I knew I was safe. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit pins and needles. So I feel like I've been seen and noted, maybe from things that I've said, but I'm just following my guidance and my guide and bringing this message. And I'm here broadcasting the truth of the matter, and therefore now requiring to raise up, to expand my energy, to say, no, you do not exist in my reality, and you shall have no bearing upon my soul. And this is what we all need to do. So we all need to say no to nefarious activities. So this may be, as more coalesce and come together and find out the truth and say no and rise up and energetically push back and manifest clean, green environments and clean, supportive leadership. And maybe this is where the mask is slipping and the corner is peeling down and the face can't hold steady. So keep strong. This rising up, this being aware, this light that we all hold within us is something which it's so big, so expansive. So I literally had to explode to be large, to push back, to say no, to feel the expansiveness of myself. And I certainly did. I was wondering if it was going to come up in this YouTube, but I'm seeing and just following along. But this is exactly what happened. Yeah, and I had a choice at that moment. And I felt initially like taken aback, like, holy shit. And also, I've been seen. So I was told I was being seen. And it was not like he withered when there was a lot of us all standing there either, standing strong. It was like he loped off, like, oh, we'll see you another time. So game on, Mole. Like, energetically, we are so strong. And I got a definite insight to that. So I feel I was meant to see that. Can't say that it was very different from any other journey. So normally I go into meditation and I journey upwards. I go straight to my guide. I hit high vibrations. I speak to all the ascended masters. So this was a different experience, but one I'm hearing that it was necessary because I had doubts, and now also I'm aware of the expansiveness of myself. I had that choice. I had to spread my wings. I had to increase my light and say no, and therefore become powerful in the process. And so now can lead the way. This is how this war is won. This is a game of numbers. This is the dark fighting the light being the warriors on this channel and others who are coalescing into other groups. So know that you are strong, know that you are held. Do not fall into dismay. Do not double over and kneel down and quiver. Just rise up, turn your face to the air, feel that light in your chest, beam it out and say no more. I say no. Wow, I wondered what today's episode was going to be about. So, raising those swords. You are a light army. And I turned around and I saw this. And this is what you're here for. And shining your light. And I'm seeing one of those old-fashioned hurricane lights where you can turn it up. So turn up that light, shine brightly, pull others towards you, talk about your truths, have discussions about what you've seen, heard, read. Feel into your hearts, feel the truth of this matter, and trust your judgment. Follow channels such as this and others who are all providing similar information at this time, this being the time of disclosure, this being when I'm hearing divine timing, so when it is necessary to take up arms, to lift your face to the heavens, to look for better tomorrows, which does not involve any low vibrational interference from other realms, other intergalactic nations. This is up to you. This is where you will play depending upon your reaction and action during this time. So stand strong as brothers, not forgetting you are an army of warriors, and you will see things will begin to melt, things that you never expected, through the power of manifesting beauty, light, harmony, transparency, great leadership, innovation, solutions, peace, and tranquility going forward. I will stay and abound with this vessel for a period of time, her undergoing learning, her being a disciple of mine in, I'm hearing in days past, so I guess in a past lifetime, and requiring access to this information again at this time, requiring access to myself to bring about messages of peace and how to navigate the turmoil of times ahead. I look forward to resounding with you again. I don't know if that fits. I'm going to have to Google that. And until then, I give you my blessings. I was wondering if I was talking about what happened. I was like, I'm not talking about that. But I see what to talk about. It's like, okay, it looks like that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, this beautiful festival, lots of yoga, lovely things happening, really some great connections there and insights. Like I say, it was a real boot camp for me. Every time I went into meditation, it started off with them calling out names: Marigold, Primrose, Time, Sage, and it was just like, ooh, 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 ooh. And then it just went to, okay, now we're going to see, was it Aria? Introduce her, now channel her. And I do have the channelings, they're just really bad quality. And then Jesus, Sai Baba. And at that time I was deep in meditation, so I had to just meditate into my head. Actually, I may have one from Jesus, and then with a beautiful one from Gabriel at the end. And he was just so fast. I was just like, but so I always say Spirit's the best teacher. They know what we need. If we work with them, they can really work with us. So this is a really great example of that. So don't forget, if you love hearing this, or you'd like this channel to grow and for more people to join what they say, the light warriors. I definitely saw everyone as light warriors, and everyone was standing behind me, and I felt seen, I felt exposed, and I just thought, okay, you're fine, you're not on your own here. So that was interesting, to put it mildly. I needed to kind of think about that one for a little bit afterwards, like, oh my God, what's going on? But I know it felt great. I know all they could do was turn and walk away. In the end, I just stood up. If anything, it just made me feel so expansive. Like, okay, and I felt like, okay, well, game on, moles. That's how I felt. So we can all do that. We can draw energy from each other and that fighting spirit. And at the moment, it's literally, there's just this energy which is being so disruptive, and we just say, no, this is not my tomorrows. That's it. Just saying no. Think about what you're saying no about, and what you're engaging with. And is it clean? Does it involve fighting and low vibrational behavior? Is it showing death and devastation and times going ahead, because we create that. We see something and it becomes, oh, that could be a reality, and then there's a little bit of fear creeps in, and it's very harmful, a lot of what we're viewing. I now understand why I never could watch a lot of that, and I definitely do not watch anything psychological thrillers, or cannot stomach it, can't handle it. So I'm really glad about that. Anyway, off on a tangent. Please like, subscribe. Please feel free to have a look at my membership, and join. This has been open for about a week. We have lots of beautiful souls that are there already, lots that are joining the intuitive circles. First one starts next week, so don't miss out if you want to do some intuitive development yourself. And then I'm going to post my live Q&A, which will go up shortly as well, through this membership. So until then, I look forward to chatting to you next week.